Hello?
Sophie,
Hi.
this is Charlotte.
Hey. How's it going?
All right. You sound like you're in the middle of something.
I was putting some rice on.
Oh, well, go ahead.
No, I'm standing right here at the stove. How y'all doing?
All right.
Good.
You have been on my mind so strong lately, I had to pick up the phone and call you.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just staying busy.
Yeah, well, that's about the best thing to do, I guess.
Yeah, well, y'all got so much to do around here. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I said I mostly stay out in the yard mowing
Mm.
and cleaning, but I took a day off. It rained yesterday, well, last night, and everything was wet.
Yeah.
I just been fiddling around in here.
And what you cooking with that rice?
Red beans and sausage.
Oh, Lord. Mm.
Wrapping up stuff. She called I want her to bring chicken. I told her, what I was fixing. She said, oh, that sounded all right.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So, well, I was wondering about you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I'm bad about not calling folks.
Well, Charlotte, I said, I know everybody stays busy. I know I do.
Yeah.
Y'all doing okay?
Yeah, Mark's leaving in the morning for 2 weeks. He travels with his job.
Yeah.
He'll be in Wyoming.
Uh-huh.
He was up there about a month ago.
Where's he going?
Rawlins. They have to fly to Denver and rent a car and then drive to Rawlins because you can't.
Uh-huh.
It's a remote town.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I told him you got you a job.
Well, there's no benefits.
Well.
But it's a contract.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to be, they don't hold out any taxes, and I'm,
God, you're going to have to. I know, that's a headache.
Yeah, so this will be my first year doing that kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Well, just keep up with everything. You'll be all right.
Well, that's the point. I haven't done it so long.
10.99. So
okay.
You go from there.
Yeah.
We used to have to do that all the time, payroll.
Yeah, it's the company that closed. Actually, it's not that company. It's a spinoff that's handling the liquidation for that company.
Yeah.
And I'm processing claims just like I did, and so they've got several of us back there on contract. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah. So, don't know how long it'll last, but I'm thankful to have it. I can go and come as I please, but
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, but there's just no benefits. So.
Yeah. Well, Charlotte, a lot of jobs don't have any benefits anymore.
I know it.
I'm telling you. I'm just lucky that I work 3 days a week. Of course, I've got, kennel benefits.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing.
Yeah.
And they talking about me coming back full time. I said, I hope it's not during this grass mowing season. I don't think I could keep up with it.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
You've got a lot to mow.
Yeah, but it's easy on that tractor.
Yeah.
Just baby, settle down. You hear this dog?
I didn't know if that was you scraping the boiler or a dog.
This dog, she just gets all bent out of shape. Just puts you through the meal. Settle down. She can't stand for me to get on the phone. She can't stand for me to walk outside. She just, and when I tell her I'm going to work, she just lays over, stays that way. But when I'm here, don't move without her under you. And this is awful. This is slave, this damn dog.
Well, it's not awful. I kind of wish I had a little dog.
Oh, you ought to see this thing Kenny Sue's got.
Mm.
The schnauzer.
Oh, somebody at work had a puppy, miniature schnauzer.
Uh-huh. Well, this is mixed up.
Yeah.
And we took her and got her groomed.
Mm-hmm.
And she threw a fit. Kim Sue had all her hair cut off except her eyebrows and her little beard.
Yeah.
And she was traumatized.
Oh.
Oh, Lord, we had really mistreated her. And Kendall Sue laid down, went off to sleep. She chewed the corner of the cushion of the couch off. And Kendall... I'm telling you. I thought, well, you the one who wanted her.
That's
Yeah. Want me to babysit her all the time. And she got mad at me one night because Mama Pam wants us to go out and eat and everything. That's what you're going to do this dog. Well, I said, no, I didn't take her out. And man, you talk about pissed and mad. But every time this little thing gets out, she comes right over here.
Mm-hmm.
So Genesis is working and
Is she a puppy?
well, she'll be a year old in November.
Yeah. But Mark's old cat doesn't like any other kind of animal.
Oh, no. But just the Gypsy, this big old dog we got, she could care less. But they play, run and play, bark and carry on like heathens in here. And that friend of Kenneth's that comes down sees about, he come in here yesterday, he couldn't hardly get in the door because they were running and playing in the fight. But he's got dogs, so, he's used to that.
Yeah. Well, do you ever get a computer?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh.
But I'm not online or anything.
Oh. Because I could...
I hadn't gone that far. I was going to school at the Queensboro Neighborhood Association.
Yeah.
And we start classes back up after Labor Day.
So. Well, I
So,
wish you'd get internet so you could have email.
yeah.
Because I could send you pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to check on you for...
Yeah, well, I'm glad you called. I think about y'all. Even Carolyn called me, got that cake recipe.
What cake?
The coconut cake I made.
Oh.
And she was taking it to a church function.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, nothing to it. I said, the cake mix, Eagle brand, Cool Whip and coconut.
She's good at making desserts. I never have been. I don't bake a lot.
Yeah.
I don't cook a lot anymore. But
Well, I do. And, lots of times I don't feel like it, but I go ahead. Kenneth said, Mom, you always did cook and have Daddy a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, because he needed a good meal.
Yeah.
And he provided me with all these fancy pots and pans to cook in. So he was determined to have a meal.
Yeah. Hint, hint.
Yeah. These pressure cookers and all this other stuff. But I could come in and throw something together in just like a matter of 30 minutes.
Wow. We planted a garden this time. I say we, but Mark did most of the work. For the first time, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, what all did you plant?
Corn, one little package of corn, and tomatoes. We bought a Best Boy, or Better Boy, and then the neighbor gave him 10 little tomato plants that his brother had given him too many. And so cantaloupe, and he planted 1 habanero and 2 bell pepper, but the 2 bell pepper didn't make it. But
like it would have before anything else.
yeah, but those habaneros really made that one little plant. So we've been giving all those away. And lots of tomatoes and 1 little cherry tomato plant. I love those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss my garden, but, Kenneth had gotten where he didn't plant one. He just wasn't able to.
Yeah.
And of course, the last time he planted, the deer ate it up. So, and they're just all around here. I've been watching them in the front yard. Then I'd watched a little fox come and get a hare and go off in the woods. So I said, it's just something else around here.
Yeah.
Dogs running like crazy.
But that's interesting to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I was going to cook tonight since he won't get a home-cooked meal for 2 weeks.
What you fixing?
Some barbecue chicken, and there's 4 little ears of corn left that grew, and I'm going to cook those and slice some fresh tomatoes and a baked potato, and seemed like there was, just some steamed veggies like broccoli and...
Yeah, we had steak and cauliflower last night. I just put the steak in a skillet and let it brown, on both sides.
Yeah.
And steamed it just enough to get it done, because Tennessee lighter is kind of rare.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, that's what we had.
Mm.
And,
You can't beat it.
yeah, fix something easy.
I do mine in the microwave. My vegetables.
Uh-huh.
I think it saves more nutrients.
Well, this set of pots and pans Kim got me for Christmas 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Got this steamer, and I just
Yeah.
set it up, put stuff in it, and let her go.
But do you have a microwave?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you had several things to steam,
I know it. Yeah.
and corn on the cob is better to me in the microwave.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. It makes it plump. I mean, it's juicy.
Yeah. Well, I just load up a steamer, sometimes I put corn and potatoes and cabbage and carrots.
Oh, yeah.
And right at last, I put smoked sausage in it and let it.
I love carrot steam.
Oh, yeah.
They're sweet. Well, I used to have one of those bamboo steamers that stacked.
Oh, yeah. I've still got one.
I don't know of what I did with mine, but I used it quite a bit.
Oh, I know it. I did too. I loved it. And I think mine's over in the little house somewhere,
Yeah. But
I saw that. We need to clean all that stuff out of that little house. Sewer man, Larry Bordelon's supposed to come tie that little house into that sewage over there, Kendall, because that septic tank collapsed just before Kim died. His dog Gypsy was in there. He was in so much trouble trying to find her, and she was off down the street somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
Him just wrung out.
Well.
Anyway, he told me, he said, we're going to get this tied in with that sewage over there as soon as I get out of the hospital. And after he died, I called Larry and told him what had happened. And he come out here. And so I called, and I said, well, how come y'all hadn't come and tied the sewage in? I said, I want it done before the winter sets in,
Really?
Bad weather. I said, so the earth will settle before, it gets too bad. And so supposedly they'll come next week.
Oh, yeah.
And get it all done for me. But me and Ed, we keep up everything. Kendall's friend.
Yeah.
And he come yesterday. He just drops down to see about me all the time.
Well, that's great.
He got my diesel for the tractor. And because that's what I was going to do. And he said, I'll just do it. I'm on my way to Mansfield anyway.
Yeah.
And, but I didn't get out and crank it today. I said, I just really, didn't feel like it.
Well, don't. I mean, some days you need to take a break.
But see, weekend before last, I did all of it. Got it, so really didn't need to get out there and do anything.
No. Mark cut the grass yesterday since he'll be gone.
Yeah. Well, grass growing's about over, hopefully.
Yeah, not many more.
With my luck, that little bit of rain we had last night, it's going to be up knee-high tomorrow. And limbs, I'm telling you, it's unreal.
Yeah. We have pine trees right around one side of the house, and it's just, that's a nuisance, all the pine needles.
Yeah. And I called fire, got me in touch with a fellow at the forestry department. This man come out here and offered me $1,800 for this pine. And I said, okay, thank you. And then called me at work. Mr. So-and-so said he couldn't get in there and start cutting because of it was too wet. I said, I don't recall telling him to come and start cutting. So that fella from the state come and he called me and I said, well, what are you thinking? He said, between $10,000 and $15,000. I said, ooh, I was fixing to be screwed and not even kissed.
That's right. Well, what was he going to do now?
Cut down these pines.
For what?
For poles.
I'm
trying to get them out of here so I can get rid of this
pine.
Up.
Yeah.
While they're still good. And they're straight.
Yeah.
So they'll be good. And, anyway, I'm just waiting for them to come through on that. And then me and Ed's about to finish up that third lot down there, and I'm going to try to sell it. I had people inquiring about it.
Yeah.
But I said, they're not going to, and it's just like Ed said, that's your price.
That's
You don't
right.
have to sell it, it's paid for.
That's right.
It ain't costing you nothing.
That's right.
But he said, that Kenneth had told him, if I needed to sell something, let it be that third lot.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Which side is that on? Your side or Kendall's side?
What?
The lot.
It's the one that just had those hogs on.
Oh, okay.
Down there.
On your side.
Yeah, down the third lot down here.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sell that second lot to me, next to me.
Oh, no.
They've always told me, hang on to that one.
Yeah.
Along.
That's all you can do.
Oh, yeah. One day at a time.
That's all you can do. Lord have mercy.
That's all God promises us.
I know it.
Are you still playing with your band?
No, not either one of not the original one. It broke up, and not. I went with a different one, and I stayed about 6 months, but I had to drive 45 miles to get to them.
Oh, Lord.
And I got tired of that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, if it was a job, that'd be different.
Yeah. So I got tired, so I'm not playing with anybody right now.
Yeah.
But just so happens the lady that lives two houses down writes and sings, and me and her finally got together 2 or 3 months ago, and I helped her. I went in the studio with her and played drums on some of her demos. So me and Mark, a couple of weekends ago, we went to Austin to see Mike and
Yeah, well, how is he?
Emma. Good.
And baby.
Emma, yeah. She's a mess. She's so cute though.
Yeah.
And Margaret is his wife's name.
Yeah, she nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't know,
Yeah, they're both. Her family's in Lafayette, and his folks are there too.
Yeah.
So, but we had a real good time.
Yeah, well, how old is Emma now?
She was 2, August 2nd, and that's the day that Toby's baby was born.
Sure is. Yeah. I said, Cyrus, how's the baby? I hadn't seen him but one time. I said, well, I'll probably get to see it when he's graduating from college. The way my life is.
Yeah.
But Cyrus, he calls me all the time, keeps me posted on,
Yeah.
Are you all right? I said, yeah, I'm fine. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
He's faithful.
Yeah. Today I was printing off some pictures of the garden, and then some pictures of 4th of July that had him and Pat in it.
Yeah.
To mail to him.
Yeah.
Along with some other papers and stuff. So.
Well, Cyrus, he said, how come you didn't come to the 4th of July? I said, I just didn't feel like that crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had Lisa's shower, and I didn't go. And I told Barbara, I said, look, all that's well and good, but I said, I'm not into showers, weddings, or otherwise. And that may sound ugly, but I never was, really.
Really? That's the way I feel.
And all them old stupid, silly games they play and everything in these showers.
Yeah.
It just grinds my nerves.
Yeah. That's the way I feel about it.
And I said, if they, don't want to hold that against me, I can't help it.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Gail's funeral, but I just said I'm not going to be a
hypocrite.
That's right, because Barbara was the first one that tore up there, and she hated Gail with a passion.
No. But she loved her brother.
And then Shelby hated Gail, and he was a pallbearer. So I didn't care to be mixed up in all that shit.
Well, when Kendall's mama was dying, she wanted to talk to me and Kendall. And I told Kendall, I said, what has she got to talk to me about? I said, she never was nice to me as a child. And I said, I'm not going. I'm not a hypocrite. He said, well, I respect that. And then when she died, are you going to go to the funeral? I said, no. I said, you know how I feel. And Kendall, he asked her, would she go talk to her grandma? And Kendall said, I don't even know her.
Right.
And anyway, when she died, she went with Kenneth because of Kenneth. And the first pee out of the dish, one of them grandkids come and asked her, would you hear this dog?
Yeah.
I got up and moved out of her sight. And Kendall Sue said, well, you've come to the wrong person. That I didn't know her and didn't care to.
Mm-hmm.
That the way she treated my mother. And I mean, that all stopped. But since Kenneth died, and they all whined and crying and carrying on, and I don't hear from them.
Mm-hmm.
And that sister of Kenneth passed away, the one that he loved so much.
Yeah.
And I went, out of respect for Kenneth. And after that, I said, the only thing I had in common with them people was Kenneth.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that may be sounding ugly, but...
No, that's the reality.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just not a fake person.
Me either, Sophie.
And I'm not going to be, and I'm not going to ooh and ah. Now, Kenneth's niece, Vivian's daughter, her, I will. And then the other one, Gaynell's daughter, Janet Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
I've always, kept up with them. But it's just like when Kenneth died, I didn't hear from any of them. And,
Yeah.
it's just like I didn't hear from Laird, I didn't hear from
Me.
Hardy, nothing. And then I get this card, and it pissed me off, reserved this day in November.
Yeah.
Why? It's so-and-so with. I told Cyrus, I said, do you think that I am that big a fool? I said, I wonder if they think I'm that big a fool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the girl.
I don't either. Not really.
Did you get a card?
Yes.
Well, you reserved that day now, Charlotte.
And I think Kathy or Kathleen one sent Jennifer's the places she was registered.
Well, I'm not going.
I just deleted
Oh, good.
the email.
Good for you.
I'm not. Watch. Mm-mm. So.
No. And, they just needn't even bother about me anymore. Because, they had no respect for me or my family when Kenneth died. So piss on them.
Right.
Lacey, quit chewing my shoes.
And I almost didn't go to 4th of July because I felt so bad.
Well,
I told Mark I
could worry about it.
And then I didn't go to the first. They had 2 days of it, and I didn't.
Billy said that was the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
2 days pile of shit. And I said, well, why do you join in? Why complain about it if you're going to join in?
Yeah, we went Sunday, and we had to fly down there because we didn't have a lot of time off. So anyway, I mainly anywhere Barbara Kennedy is, I don't care to be.
Well, that's what Kendall Sue feels. And I wonder if she thinks, but she just, and poor Barbara calls me all the time or sends me cards. And I try to see about Issy,
Yeah.
I send her a card and everything. And I was there one day, and Jerry called, and she said, well, Sophie come in, and he said, tell me hello and everything. And he said, Mama, see about Sophie. And she said, I wonder how the hell I can see about you when I got 2 broke hips. I said, I don't know. But I said, well, be glad he's thoughtful. Anyway.
Well.
I don't know, it's the purest bunch.
Yeah, they are.
Nice and pleasant, But I said, people that are so fake, it's just unbelievable.
And that's, when you say fake, I just see Barbara's face.
Oh, yeah.
And so she cornered Sister, that's the second time Sister, well, I don't know why she doesn't move away from her. I saw them sitting, talking. Well, Barbara was talking.
Oh, Barbara doesn't talk.
And, and when I had to wait till she got back to Ohio, I think I called her the next morning from the hotel. And I said, well, what was Barbara talking about? She said, I wished I would have got up and left, but and Norval was sitting right by Barbara, and Barbara went into all that stuff about Norval's sickness, and she wanted all the details about Ting and what the symptoms.
She called me and she said, Lord, could I have thought Norval would have been the one that went instead of Kenneth and Ting. That's weird thinking.
Well, it's like she's wanting him to hurry up and
deal with her.
Yeah.
Built this new house, and I said, it's just, never in my life. It's just status symbol, status symbol, status symbol.
I know.
I don't know who she's trying to outdo.
She's not happy with herself.
No, that's true. I said, I just walked in here and thank God it's paid for.
Yes, and this little house is just all we need. It was perfect for us.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a mansion to me.
Oh, God, yes. Well, I said we never did require fancy.
No.
We stop and think, none of us.
No.
We just had a nice place to live and...
The basics, yeah.
Yeah. And the basics were the dogs. Hear her?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she just works herself up into such a frenzy until I just want to go to crying. I think I'm going to take her to the vet tomorrow and leave her and let them see how she acts. Because they said it would be up to me whether or not to put her to sleep, but I said she just runs and jumps and plays like a puppy all the time.
Well, can you give her some kind of...
Well, I'm going to ask them, is there some kind of barbiturate I can dope her up?
Well, yeah, Elvis has been on phenobarbital for a couple of years. Because he has seizures.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, Tammy had seizures. That old dog we had.
Yeah.
And I had to give her medication.
Well, did you give her pills or...
pills.
Well...
She had that epilepsy.
Yeah.
And we, started her cycle. It was every 61 days. And I would start 5 days before and during and 5 days after.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Sugar Baby had to pee.
Oh.
She just come in here yesterday in front of Ed, squatted and peed right in front of him.
Oh.
I said, look, I said, she's peeing. He said, that's all right. Duchess does that. She's got 5 now. So I don't feel so bad.
But those pills were so tiny. They're a fourth of grain.
Yeah.
And he fights. Mark has to get down and hold him between his knees.
Oh, well, I don't have any trouble giving these dogs pills.
Shit.
I put it in their food, and I said, take your medicine. It's good for you.
He won't touch. He can smell it. He tried it in the food, and that didn't work. So he has to get down, hold him between his knees, and hold his mouth from behind and stick it in there, and then he would find the pill later. He wouldn't swallow it, so went to not injections, but the syringe. They compounded into a liquid.
Oh, yeah, that's the way I give Sugar Baby antihistamine.
And he slings it everywhere. But he hates it every time.
How old is he?
14.
Oh, God. I'm telling you, see, Thumbelina was 16 and a half when she had that stroke. So they live a long time.
Yeah.
And we don't know how old Sugar Baby is. They just look at her and say years.
Yeah.
Well, she was old when she came to us.
Well, maybe they could give her something mild.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Neil can't give me something. Because he tells me, as long as her heart and her lungs are good, but this, I don't know what it's called, where she goes into this frenzy and just...
Separation anxiety?
Yeah, that's what Tennessee called it. She said, Mama, when it gets 5 o'clock and you're not here, then she starts this until you drive up.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
Yeah, it's hard on her.
Yeah. But I said this doctor that had that crematory over in Bossier that did Lightning, they closed him down. And so when Booger had that stroke and had to have him put to sleep, Ed and Eddie was here, and they had the grave dug by the time Kenneth got back from the vet. so it wasn't that hard on her.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kenneth had married Mo. And, anyway, I said it's just one thing right after the other. And both of these dogs is on arthritis medicine. It's $93 a month.
Oh,
I
damn.
know it, girl. I said, oh, I'm so glad Kenneth left me a rich woman. Isn't that that was ugly, wasn't it? I shouldn't have said that. But sometimes I tell Ed, there's something everything I can do for you and everything. I said, yeah, take me out of this misery. I told Mary Frances. She said, well, Ed, just, he don't mind helping you do. And Kenneth had already talked to him about Hey Sherry. I said, well, I just hope he don't decide to get a divorce from me. Because I said I couldn't, make it on my own.
No.
He comes down, sees about everything.
That's right. Well, that's good.
He is really good about it. And I had knocked the belt off of that old mower, and he had just got a part put on it. And I told him, I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. He said, I've already fixed it.
Oh, well. Isn't that something?
Yeah, anyway.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. I said, Kenneth had good friends, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. And when Mark's not here, I can't give that cat that medicine. Mark's afraid I'd kill him. But
Choke him into the...
yeah, you killed my cat. I know you saw that video of Bibby.
Huh?
That video of Bibby
Uh-uh.
telling about Henderson.
Uh-uh.
Sophie,
No.
I need to make a copy. When I first got my video camera,
Uh-huh.
Mark wasn't with. It was me. I had gone down there by myself, and I guess I was staying at Moni's, and me and her went by Bibby's, and we're sitting at Bibby's kitchen table, me and Bibby and Reba, and I think Letty, but all you could see in the picture is Bibby, and then eventually Moni. But Bibby was telling about when Grandma lived with her. And she came in from work, and Grandma said, Henderson's sick. And she said, well, she looked at him, and he was sick. And so she called Dr. Glenn down on St. Vincent,
Yeah.
and he said, well, I'll wait if you'll come right now, because it was 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So have you heard that?
No.
Well, I've got it on video.
Okay.
She said, we got the cat, me and Mama, took the cat down to Dr. Glenn's, and Mama stayed in the car, and I took Henderson in, and we went into one of those rooms, and she said, I put it down on the table, and it kind of moved around a little, and then the doctor put his hands around his neck, and the cat kind of moved a little and then just went limp.
Yeah.
And she looked, and he looked, and she looked at him, and she said, you killed my cat. Yeah.
They're playing. Let me get out of here. They just run and holler and carry on. It's unreal. So anyway, what?
She said, you killed my cat. I could have done that at home. And she said, why did you do that? And he said, well, I call it control. And she said, I call it dead. Now, I've got to go out there to that car and tell my old mother that I brought her cat down here for you to choke it to death. And then she said she went out there and told Grandma, and she bellered all the way back home. And when Bibby said she couldn't, when she got home, she barely made it to the bathroom before she started throwing up. She could not cook. And Jean went and got something and brought back for their supper.
Yeah.
But that was, to see it on tape, and then about the car wash.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, the funniest thing was y'all with the camera and Glenn shit.
Still pictures
Yeah.
of them behind that bed.
Yeah.
That was horrible. One of the most horrible smells.
Yeah.
And we thought it was Aunt Savannah.
Yeah, I know y'all did.
Well, I know you're trying to.
Did Billy tell you about the porno?
Yes, find it in her yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know all this. And Kendall Sue her some of those bright colored condoms. Said, Mama, take these to Aunt Billy. Said she's the only one that would appreciate them. And I said at the mental health clinic, she went in the bathroom and found them.